A very good afternoon to you all, and welcome from me, Rukidi Edward Kijanangoma, to Lunchtime News here on UBC TV this Monday, the 23rd day of December 2024. We are coming to you live online and on air from Broadcasting House here on Nile Avenue. Now, as the festive season draws closer and closer, police has called for more vigilance, especially to do with animal theft. The force has also released more guidelines and emphasized the need for order during the season. This was in the force's weekly press briefing this morning at their headquarters in Naguru. Take a watch.
Additionally, officers also noted the use of fake license plates. During this operation, fake license plates on vehicles were used to transport stolen animals. So that one was an observation, and we are seriously addressing it, and the culprits are surely going to be taken on. Criminals in this trade have also been utilizing saloon cars. I think this one we have communicated it even before, that whereas people are always expecting that an average cow or a number of goats should be transported on a canter or a fuso, there are people who transport them in saloon cars. How? If it is a cow, they slaughter it, get the flesh or beef, and park it behind, in the behind boot. Now, some of these cars pass even checkpoints as normal private cars. But whereas inside their boots, they are packed with the stolen beef of stolen animals. Similarly, there are those who don't even go to the extent of slaughtering. They simply get a live cow and force it behind. So you find that a cow is forced inside, but the behind seat of the car. Now that one is also an observation they have made. Another observation is habitual offenders are always getting. They have now learnt it as if it's a game. They enter into negotiations with the complainants. As soon as they are got like this pup, when police initiates the file system, these people go behind and start arranging negotiations. So this one hampers our fight, because these fellows have the money. Sometimes they even use money which is proceeds from the same cows. So that is another observation.
Now, the Ministry of Finance has launched a new initiative aimed at helping small and informal enterprises transition to medium-sized compliant businesses. The program focuses on providing targeted support and building internal capacities within SMEs to enhance their growth potential and attract investors. Now, with this initiative, the ministry aims to address the challenges faced by entrepreneurs through a comprehensive approach.
As you are aware, Uganda is known for its high entrepreneurial spirit, but then also there are high levels of failure for our enterprises. So as a ministry, we have developed this intervention to help the many, because you know that over 51% of our economy is informal, and over 60% of the informal sector are small businesses, small and micro, small and small businesses. So we think that this intervention is going to help a number of our entrepreneurs, those that have tried, tested and failed, and they have given up. Many are about to give up. So we think that instead of failing and having this entrepreneurial spirit failing, we want to handhold them. We want to have a deliberate intervention where we we handhold these enterprises to grow.
We are organizing the trainings, such as the one in cooperation with Enterprise Uganda under the leadership of Ministry of Finance, Planning and Economic Development. So the objective of this training was to guide them actually how to use this tool, how to incorporate, implement it into their annual, monthly and daily practices and how to take advantage of it. So we also provided a set of capacity building materials, the visual manual, video tutorial, even the glossary on simplified accounting terminology for those who are not familiar.
Let us do this pilot in your country under your leadership so that you embed the accounting tool into your business development services. So yes, this December training is exactly to carry out that pilot program, which will continue to be followed up in the course of 2025. This is a tool that is not for somebody who has not been in the marketplace. In other words, it's not for beginners. It is for somebody who says, I have been making my sales, but I've been depending on memory and ad hoc record keeping. So their readiness is more about somebody who says, I have reached a stage where records are beginning to challenge me.
They are part of our team and that they will be leading 3 modules today.
Now, preparations to host the African Union Extraordinary Summit in Kampala are underway. Crews that included safety teams, security, broadcast and airport operators went through preparation drills as a way of assessing their readiness. The exercise was to ensure timeliness, safety and having the entire summit broadcast on different platforms. Uganda expects to host 6 heads of state for the summit on the 8th of January 2025. Our team was in Entebbe for the preparation drills.
It was very, very important that we hold this, and there are so many lessons that we have learned from it. So, come 3rd, we are going to do the final one with all the people, stakeholders that are involved in the summit, so that by the time we get to the 9th, everyone have practiced the parts that they are going to play. It's usually done so that, one, we make the teams get to know each other. We get the people also try to work with one another, and they get used to each other before the D-Day. You know, NAM was a very big lesson to us. NAM was a very big lesson to us, and even as we operate now, there are so many lessons that we picked from NAM that have helped us. In fact, the operational plan, the everything, we are picking this from NAM. So this is a build on from where we stopped in handling NAM. I assure you is that we are perfecting our game in handling this. We are not the same as we started in NAM, and my own observation is that we are improving every other day we are holding these summits. Yeah.
And we do hope for a successful summit come January 2025. The Minister of State in charge of Children and Youth Affairs, who also hails from Bunyoro sub-region, Balaam Bargahara Atenyi, has held 4 meeting rallies with the locals in Kigulia Division, Masindi municipality. The purpose of his visit was to identify challenges this marginalized division of Kigulia Division is facing.
Minister Balaam Bargahara began his visit by attending Mass at Nyamigisa Catholic Parish. The parish priest, Father Joseph Birungi, expressed gratitude to the government for tarmacking the road leading to the parish and introducing wealth creation programs.
Minister Balaam, sometime back, almost 3 years ago, he offered the Catholic Church of Nyamigisa airtime on his radio so that we can celebrate Mass every Sunday for 1 hour to enable those who cannot come for Mass, especially those who are bedridden. And we are very grateful for that. But also in the past, he has been supporting us with the construction of Vizi Church, that is one of the sub-parishes in our parish. And today we have had an opportunity to interface with him, also to appreciate all that he has been doing for us. Through our model plantation of coffee, next year we plan to open up a nursery for coffee, and then through this mother garden we shall be able to distribute coffee plants to the parishioners.
Chiguria Division, formed in 2010, is one of the 4 divisions of Masindi municipality. According to LC3 chairperson Ategeka Milton, the division has a population of about 25,000 people but lacks essential services, including a seed secondary school, a health center, electricity, water, among others. Learners walk approximately 12 kilometers to access the nearest secondary school, Masindi Secondary.
In education, we don't have any school. The nearest school, government secondary school, is around 12 kilometers. That is Masindi Secondary School. So the community of Chiguria Division does not have access to secondary education. Most of our children, especially the female, have dropped out of school, not even in position to complete ordinary level. As a division, we don't have any health center. Our population, according to the last census, is at 25,000. And as a local government, we have managed to secure land for health centers. In fact, each and every ward has land for a health center. At the same time, we don't have power. Some electric poles which traverse Chiguria Division are those of high voltage. There's no transformers to step down power so that the community can access power. And therefore, we are in total darkness. And also, we don't have enough water for use. And it is so absurd because the water source which spreads water in the entire municipality and other parts down in Masindi, the water source is in Chiguria, that is Kiyanja. But for us as people who are hosting the water source, we don't have the water.
The meeting rallies by Minister Balaam were held at Chichusa in Chamajara village, a Uganda primary school in Nyabinyira cell, Chihanya cell in Chiguria ward, Chiguria division, Nyakatoke primary school in Nyakatoke cell.
I've held 4 barazas plus 1 I had in church. So in total we have done 5 activities today, and the challenges have been shared. I've told them government cannot do everything at once, but we shall do it in a phased manner. I've asked the chairperson LC3 to summarize those items as they are, so that we focus on the key issue, which is health. If you have 25,000 people and they don't have a clinic, that is a problem. So we need to address that. I want to thank the President for enabling me come, but I've also emphasized this to the residents of Chiguria to focus on PDM, to use the PDM money well, to make enterprises, businesses that give them income, to improve their household income. I've also encouraged these locals to reduce on surviving on sugarcane. When you have less land, you should not do sugarcane. Sugarcane should be for the people with bigger land.
Crispus, Arinitwe, UBC News.
Lunchtime news will now take a very short break, but when we do return, we'll be looking at the latest in business. Do stay with us.
There is only one rule you must follow in order to be a winner. Number 1, defeat the undefeatable. You, step forward. I want you to box the air until it falls down. I'm not seeing it falling in. You see it falling in. Box, harder. Winning is hard, But with MTN Momo, it's easy. Simply pay or shop with Momo for a chance to win mobile money every day. Use the Momo app or dial *165*3#.
Step into a world of excellence, comfort, and pride with Royal Foam Furniture, crafted to perfection right here in Uganda. We bring you state-of-the-art living room furniture and bedding products at affordable prices. Our wide variety of mattresses include orthopedic, pillow top, spring mattresses suitable for institutions like hotels, and many others for home comfort. With every piece telling a story of royal excellence, our products are built with the highest quality materials made to last. Experience royalty with Royal Foam Furniture, proudly made in Uganda, so buy Uganda and build Uganda. Visit our showrooms at Ginger Road, Chambogo Junction, Bukoto Chisasi Road, and on Victoria Mall, Entebbe, on the first floor.
When I came to Judiciary, I found that they had bills of quantities, but they were there on the shelf. And I inquired why we cannot build. They said that there was no money. And I looked at the budget, and I said, no, it's not money, it's actually attitude, which must change. The construction of the Twin Towers for the Supreme Court and the Court of Appeal took us 3 years and 11 months. The construction started in 2020. To be specific, in May. The process of having these Twin Towers was from the beginning to the end. We had a professional approach. And these Twin Towers you see, we used only 115 billion for the Twin Towers with 10 floors, 2 basement parking of 226 vehicles. We had estimated to spend $1,047 per square meter. We used only $975 per square meter. We saved 8.5 billion shillings as a result. What made us succeed, first of all, is teamwork. Teamwork. But teamwork with good leadership. We did supervision. We did monitoring. We had even those 2 extra floors, one of a Court of Appeal, another one for a Supreme Court, the floors for conferences. We were not originally there, but we added them there because we thought we should kill 2 birds with 1 stone. The floor for the gym steam, those were not also there. The gym and steam were not part of it. But where do we get the money from? We got the money from the contingents. One of the Twin Tower is for the Chief Justice and his Supreme Court judges. And the other one is for the Deputy Chief Justice and his also team. He has got also judges of the Court of Appeal. They are chambers. They are the court halls. The other one has got 3 court halls. This one has got 4 court halls. Then we have got canteen. Then we have got a restaurant for the judges, ICT rooms. Then we have got registrars also. Registrars are those people who help the judges. We've got court clerks. We've got process servers, office superintendent. So all of them are there. Yeah, there is also provision for kids when the parents come to court. So we have made a provision for everybody, including people with disabilities. That conference room you see has got rooms for interpretation. So we are self-contained now. All in all, I can say that professionalism was at its best. Right from the procurement team did a good job. These projects sometimes fail because of corruption. Because some people want Njauru and they end up inflating, they end up favoring bidders. They compromise the whole process. And when people come to know that they have compromised the process, that's how you see they make noise. They blow the whistle. As a result of operating from our offices, we have saved 6 billion shillings per year. But I am still quantifying how much we shall save in the year for those conferences, workshops, and seminars which we have been having outside. By having these court halls, 3 things we have achieved. One of them is security of the judges. Number 2, convenience. Because they can now move from their offices, chambers, they go to the gym, they go to the steam, they go to the sauna, they come back, they pass through the bar. If you want to have a glass of wine, have it there. Number 3, costs, saving the costs, what I've been talking about. So we have created so many birds with one stone. Now what we have done here is like a model, but we are also doing construction. We want to embark on course of appeal in the Guru and in Barada. But we are also building high court circuits. We feel strongly that we should do this and have judges do their work so that they can get cases out of court. Because some of these cases which are in court have got an economic implication.
Welcome back, and this is Lunchtime News here on UBC TV. I am Rukidi Edward Kijanangoma. Now, moving further afield, during his visit to Ethiopia, French President Emmanuel Macron held a joint press conference at the newly renovated Ethiopia's National Palace in Addis Ababa. Take a watch.
Merci beaucoup pour vos mots, Monsieur le Premier ministre, très cher ami, et pour votre invitation à me rendre aujourd'hui en Éthiopie. C'est pour nous tous très émouvant d'être de retour, si je puis dire. Et vous l'avez dit, la relation bilatérale s'inscrit dans notre histoire. Elle remonte au siècle passé, mais l'histoire contemporaine l'a particulièrement nourrie. Et c'est pour ma part la 2e visite en tant que président après celle de mars 2019. Et nous avons convenu à ce moment-là de nous lancer dans des grands programmes culturels et patrimoniaux, scientifiques, ensemble. Nous l'avons fait, vous l'avez rappelé, à la Libella, et je veux remercier l'ensemble des équipes qui sont impliquées sur ce projet absolument unique au monde et qui aboutira dans les prochains mois. Et vous savez, l'engagement de la France pour justement permettre d'avancer sur la transformation de ce site et revisiter ces églises uniques et permettre ce projet de protection. Et nous avons également décidé en mars 2019 la rénovation du palais national. Et ce qui était alors un projet est aujourd'hui une réalité. Et cela doit à notre coopération, cela doit beaucoup, Monsieur le Premier ministre, à votre engagement personnel. Je sais combien vous avez été le directeur des opérations.
Now, generative artificial intelligence companies are racing to build on the popularity of programs like ChatGPT, but AI regulation has not kept pace with the technology. Now, an incoming administration could favor U.S. domination over risk mitigation, as we hear in this story.
A major announcement this week from President-elect Donald Trump and SoftBank CEO Masayoshi Son.
I'm thrilled to announce that SoftBank will be investing $100 billion in America, creating 100,000 American jobs at a minimum. It will help ensure that artificial intelligence, emerging technologies, and other industries of tomorrow are built, created, and grown right here in the USA.
Innovations in generative artificial intelligence are advancing at a rapid pace, fueled in part by the popularity of large language model programs like ChatGPT, which are trained on vast quantities of textual data to generate new content. But the technology's seemingly unlimited capabilities raise questions about safety and regulation.
The Trump administration has been very clear that it wants to eliminate a lot of the AI regulation that was put into place in the Biden administration, saying they want to unshackle AI to win the AI war against China to lead the world.
At the recent AI summit in New York, attendees expressed excitement for the future of AI, but also a desire for policies and standards that will help mitigate its harms.
Companies want to understand how to avoid the kinds of footfalls and PR disasters that happen when, for example, AI is biased or AI fails to operate as designed.
Gaming entrepreneur Jay Watts notes the calls for transparency from both creators and companies like Valve, a major video game developer and distributor.
Now it is forcing the companies to say how they're using AI instead of just using all these generative assets that you're getting from somewhere, potentially infringing on someone else's rights.
Ensuring that generative AI models are trained on quality data is ideal, but developers don't always have access to it.
When you use a pre-trained version of a large language model, even if you fine-tune the last layer, you do not have control on the massive amount of data it is already trained on. So there could be tuning, but there is no concept of unlearning that data.
Experts suggest incorporating measurements and benchmarks to assess an AI program's performance, which they hope will ultimately drive more business.
That's how you get buy-in, that's how you build in confidence.
Others contend that a regulatory approach that's too heavy-handed could stifle innovation and competition.
If some countries are more aggressive on regulations and some countries are less, then probably the tech companies will move across different countries. AI is a field that every country wants to win, so they will align their regulations.
As artificial intelligence advances, human intelligence must still determine the right balance between innovation and order. Tina Trin, VOA News, New York.
That I don't make you happy. All that time you would be complaining. I'll call you every day, yeah yo, baby don't know.
You can now get all the Chibuzi out with MTN voice bundles. Call all networks. Kubei Dondoro. Buy a 25-minute voice bundle for only 1,000 or buy any daily voice bundle of your choice. Dial *100 *21# and select daily or use the My MTN app. When we talk together, we are unstoppable.
Paint and win. This year, Plascon Paint and win. The cuckoo roundy. Chicho, buy paint worth 100K. Get a scratch card. SMS the code to 7197. Stand a chance to win instant airtime, 1 million shillings bully day or a share of a 3 million shillings jackpot each week. What do you want the brand new podas, tuk-tuks and so much more. Catch the Paint and Win action every Monday on Bukede One, NBS and Sanyuka TV. Plascon, color your world.
Sports news now, and the second edition of Kawempe Mile Race has been launched at Highland Hotel in Kapchora district. Our sports reporter John Ban Sentamo has the detailed story.
Thank you so much, Mark.
The Kawempe Mile Race, which has entered its second edition, will this year be run on the theme of fight against gender-based violence and corruption in sports.
I remember gender-based violence is one of the programs the government has actually put in place so that everyone can know his or her rights, ranging from the childhood to adulthood. So I personally I want to just embrace and say we should continue fighting gender-based violence in our societies so that we can bring in more developments.
It holds the name Kawempe because its sports-loving proprietor hails from that Kampala location that hosted last year's edition. But this race is purely meant for the raw talent that the Sebei region has in abundance.
It is high time that we partner up with such organizations like Kawempe, and we fight this issue because, as you have heard, it is taking away lives of young people who have talents, and these are the talents we need as a nation and as a local government of Kapchorwa.
This year's mile race is scheduled for 28th December 2024 at the National High Altitude Training Center in Kapchorwa.
Basically, the Kawempe 1 mile run will actually help our athletes and also the general public fight those minor diseases. And this race will also help in identifying talent.
Though it's organized principally to unearth talent, winners will yet again win big, with the senior category best taking home 1 million Uganda shillings, second place 500,000 Uganda shillings, while 200,000 Uganda shillings is reserved for the third place. In the juniors category, which is between 12 to 17 years, the best will get 300,000 Uganda shillings, while second and third positions come with 200,000 and 100,000 shillings respectively. Like at last year's edition won by Tom Dradriga and Knight Achiru, this year's mile is to be graced by both elite runners targeting the rewards and others for fun and health.
And with that, we finally come to the end of this edition of Lunchtime News here on UBC TV. Thank you so much for having kept us company. I am Rukidi Edward Kijanangoma, wishing you a blessed afternoon.
The Honorable Minister of Youth and Children Affairs, Honorable Dr. Bargahara Balamatenyi, warmly invites all residents of Masindi District to a special Christmas Day lunch. Join us on December 25th, 2024 at Chigulia Primary School ground for an unforgettable celebration. Enjoy football, netball, music and fireworks at 7 p.m. followed by entertainment till morning. Share your voice and let's come together as a community. Merry Christmas to His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, Mama Janet Museveni, and CDF General Muhoozi Kainerugaba. Hangiriza Agutamba, Hangiriza Entare ya Bunyoro. Merry Christmas Bunyoro Kitara. Come 2026, let's all vote for Yoweri Kaguta Museveni.
UBC, inspiring Uganda.